kedengarannya kayak aneh. But still, we can't understand. It just this it's not like it's not sounds right. Kayaknya aneh nih kedengarannya. Apa ya yang cocok tuh arti when di situ? So we can interpret ourselves. Jadi translation itu begitu. Kayak kita we use our instinct. Kalau kedengarannya nggak bagus, nggak cocok, we can use our own words. You guys understand? Thank you so much. And then let's move on to another one. Simple present versus simple continuous. Here I have a simple present. Jadi strukturnya itu ada subject plus verb one itu untuk simple present, and then present continuous subject plus to be plus gerund verb aim. Kenapa kita pakai verb aim? Because it's present continuous, like it names itself, present continuous. Continuous itu tuh berlanjut, right? So we use verb aim to show, untuk mengindikasikan kalau aktivitas itu ya sedang berlangsung. That's really good. Yeah, that's so true. So here, simple present, I'm sorry, routine, habits, and scientific facts. And present continuous, actions in progress. Like you see, actions in progress. Jadi, what is action? How to say action in bahasa? Aktivitas yang sedang dilakukan, yang sedang berlangsung. Right, that's really true. And now means like now it still happen. Jadi masih kejadian sih. I like the example here. I am walking to school. That's mean he's still walking. Jadi dia tuh belum sampai ke sekolah, masih lagi di jalan, right? And then I walk to school. It's just a statement. Jadi dia bilang, saya tuh ke sekolah tuh jalan, nggak naik mobil, soalnya papa saya nggak punya mobil. Well, it's just the way he telling people that he walks to the school, not by car, not by bus, or by anything. Okay? Let's move on. Oh, we cover up all the... Oh, we have another one. It's to wish. Why don't I put to wish in the PPT? Because I think to wish here is something like, I wish you a happy birthday. I wish you a good things happen. It's like we wish the best for people. Jadi itu cuman bilang harapan saya ke orang-orang. Apa yang kamu harapkan ke orang-orang. Di surat kan biasanya di bawah-bawah itu like almost the closing, di bagian penutup tuh orang sering bilang, I wish you have a good day. I wish this letter could help you. You guys understand that, right? Berarti kan maksud saya? Yeah. Yeah, that's something like that. Thank you so much. Okay. So we pretty much finished the personal letter, and then let's move on to language points in business letter. I want you guys to... I'm sorry. Where is it again? Oh yeah, in a page. I give you like, hold on a minute, 4 minutes just to read the model one in page 1.26, 126. Ada contoh surat model 1. Kita baca sama-sama, boleh? Saya kasih 5 menit ya. Cukup dong ya? Ya, 126. Okay. I give you 5 minutes. Like, ya 5 minutes. Udah 1 jam 10 menit, gila cepet banget. I'm sorry. Okay, you guys finished reading the book? Thank you so much. So, in the book, semuanya udah kan ya? Yang lain gimana? Iya, iya, sampai itu aja kok. Sedikit dulu. Gimana yang lain? Iya. Udah beres. Okay, let's. Iya nih, maaf ya. Okay. So yeah, that's why I sound so weird. Okay. So this is the source language, and then this is the target language, bahasa Indonesia and then English. There's a few words that been underlined in the letter. Ada beberapa kalimat, ada beberapa kata yang digarisbawahi. So that's pretty much the language point that used in language point in business letter. So we have I have been having, have always been, and then when again, which is close of time. So this from this letter, what do you guys get? Apa yang kalian pahami dari surat ini? Like bentuknya, bahasa yang digunakan, isinya. It's not a personal letter. We move on to the business letter now. Keluhan? Right. And then true. Yeah, true. How about the language usage? Bagaimana penggunaan bahasa di surat ini? I mean, yeah, we'll explain later about that. So, so this is language for. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Okay. What's your name again? What's your name again? I'm sorry, Dian, because I don't really recognize your voice. So yeah, pretty much. If you guys want to answer a question or give an opinion, please say your name first. You know, so I can give you one. Okay, later. So language points. Yes, Napiatan, right? Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. Right. So you guys remember, like, have a good memories of something. Ingatannya kuat ya. So yeah, let's move on. Present. Okay. Present perfect. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Betul sekali. And then when is a time clause, right? Okay. Yeah. So Let's talk about the first one. This is present perfect continuous, and then we have perfect tense with adverb of frequency, and then the definite articles. What is perfect tense? We talk about it later, and then adverb of frequency. We just talk about it, which is always, often, sometimes, never, right? And then the definite article. What is the definite article? This indicates that is noun is a particular one which is identifiable to the listener. It may be something that the speaker has already mentioned, or it may be something uniquely specified. We'll talk about it later. I will give you some examples to help you easier to understand what is definite article. And then phrasal verb, to cut. So phrasal verb here is usually two words phrases consisting of verb plus adverb or verb or preposition. Prasa ini a phrase like an ungkapan yang kayak kita pakai tuh sehari-hari. Kita kasih ini tapi bukan arti yang sebenarnya. It's like a connotation, like to cut. Saya semalam tuh supaya jangan telat, saya motong jalan. So motong jalan ini bukan benar-benar like you really cut the road, like you don't, bukan benar-benar jalannya dipotong, tapi kita we use shortcut. Jadi kita jalan how to say that? Yep, jalan pintas. Yep, that's true. So we use jalan pintas to get us to the place that we want to go easier, lebih cepat. Jadi kita gunakan jalan pintas. We're not really cut the road. We're not really potong jalan pakai wheel using the equipment, but we but we use alternative, jalan alternatif ke yang lebih dekat, right? So you guys got it? Like a phrase. Jadi phrasal verb ini ungkapan. Okay? And a passive. It is used when the focusing is on the action. It is not important or not known, however, who or what is performing the action. Jadi di passive voice, di kalimat pasif itu kita lebih fokus ke apa yang terjadi, bukan siapa yang melakukan. Like the book was bought. Jadi actionnya kita lebih fokus ke actionnya. Jadi action di situ adalah jual beli. The book was bought. Bukunya dibeli. So we're not focusing on siapa yang beli buku apa yang dibeli. We just focus on the action, like sedang membeli buku. That's it. That's the matter. Itu aja yang perlu kita ketahui. Gak perlu tahu siapa yang beli bukunya, buku apa, belinya di mana, kapan belinya. It's not really important. The important part is the action itself. Sampai sini ada pertanyaan? Okay, if you guys don't have any questions, then let's move on to this one. So you can see here present perfect versus present continuous. Ada. This is the form, this is the structure. What is that? Jadi ada have, has, ditambah dilanjutkan dengan verb 3, and then present perfect continuous ada have, has, been, jadi ditambah been, terus ditambah lagi the third verb, verb 3. Okay, the usage, penggunaan present perfect simple is express an action that is still going on or that stopped recently but has an influence on the present. It puts emphasis on the result. Jadi present perfect ini menyatakan suatu event, suatu kejadian yang sedang berlangsung atau baru saja selesai. But tapi has an influence, tapi ada pengaruhnya ke masa yang sekarang. Jadi seperti emphasize, lebih menjelaskan lebih, how to say emphasize in bahasa, menekankan, like menekankan on the result. And then contohnya, I have written 5 letters. I have written 5 letters. Bisa saja saya sudah nulis 5 surat. Well, in the future, you can write more letters. Bisa saja I di sini nulis lebih banyak surat lagi. Right? And then the present perfect continuous. It's progressive, expresses an action that recently stopped or is still going on. It puts emphasis on the duration. So yang tadi itu lebih menekankan ke resultnya, ke hasilnya. Nah yang ini tuh lebih fokus ke waktunya. Like here the example that they have is, I have been playing football since 3 o'clock. Jadi dia lebih fokus ke waktu, durasi. Saya udah main bolanya dari jam 3 tadi. Nah, di contoh sebelumnya dia lebih ke actionnya. Right, I have written 5 letters. Resultnya ya dia udah nulis 5 surat. Right. Yeah, true. And perfect tense with a verb. It's really hard to pronounce this one. Adverb of frequency. Jadi present perfect yang tadi, perfect tense, like I have written 5 letters, ditambah adverb of frequency. Like we have that 4 basic one, pretty much like this. He has always loved you. Like we have often visited Spain. So ada 2 tuh perbedaan di contoh yang saya kasih. Yang pertama, it just stating he has always loved you. Jadi cuman statement aja, jadi dia cuman kasih tahu. Like ya, dia tuh emang selalu sayang sama kamu, that's it. And then the other one, we have often visited Spain. Often, ada yang ingat often itu apa? Yeah, true. So they have often visited Spain means that mereka tuh sering mengunjungi Spanyol, berkunjung ke Spanyol. And it says that a repeated event. Bisa jadi mereka tuh mungkin tahun depan bakalan ke sana lagi, atau ya bulan depan mau ke sana lagi. Well, they have money, they can do whatever they want, right? And the next one is definite article. I'm really sorry, I think I lost my voice. You guys still can hear me, right? Yeah, thank you. So definite articles. Articles, ada 2 jenis artikel di English. They are definite and indefinite. Yang kita pakai di buku kita itu adalah definite article, which is the or the. Right? The song, the book, the letter. What else? The phone, the laptop, the eyes. You guys can give me example. Well, it starts with the or the. Okay, that's the definite article. The table, whatever it is. Next one is, like I was saying, a phrasal verb, a phrase, ungkapan. So in our book, we use cut because it's a business letter. They pretty much often use cut. to say something like cut. Here, the example. So, cut. This is their partner. Ini pasangannya, like cut back on, cut in, cut out, cut across, cut through, cut off, cut up. So, jadi saya udah kasih contohnya. No, not the contoh. The meanings of the phrase itself. Like cut back on means like trim down. Ini tuh biasa digunakan di how to say, ungkapan-ungkapan di bahasa ekonomi. Kayak cut back on mereka sering gunakan di buku-buku ekonomi, di bisnis lainnya. And then cut across, contoh yang saya kasih tadi, like I gave you earlier. Cut across means cut through, take a shortcut, motong jalan, alternative road. And then cut in, like interrupt and overtake something. Kalau seorang ngomong tuh kita interupsi dong pak, excuse me sir, can I cut in? And then cut through, pick one's way, like you cut through. Kalau motor tuh di jalan selip-selipan. And then cut out, give up smoking or drinking, or change your habit. So I think I need to cut out my drinking coffee habit. I think I need to cut out my coffee. Well, just an example. Yeah, sure. I'm not I'm not like tell you to cut out your habit, but at least consider, because it's not really good for health, Okay, let's move on. Passive. The last one we have is passive. What is passive? Already give you example. So here, active, you stole the cookie from the you stole the cookie from the cookie jar. Active here, we focus on the person. Okay, what is happening there? So you stole the cookie, and then passive voice, as you can see, the change of the cookie was stolen from the cookie jar. So in the passive voice, they didn't show you who is stealing the cookie, right? That means passive voice only focus on the action. It's not showing you, right? Okay, next. This is the another example. It's not really important. Just give you more example about active and passive voice. So pretty much like that. That's all. We cover up all the language points in the ladder. So this is the references that I give you. This is where I got the picture, the definition of the language point that I give you. So I think it's okay for us to do. It's okay. Ya, kecil banget ya. Okay, it's okay. Well, you can always change into, nanti kalau misalnya buka PPT-nya yang normal, like bener-bener buka pakai PowerPoint, Windows PowerPoint, pasti bisa kok mbak. Ini emang kecil banget, saya juga nggak bisa lihat kok. Okay, so that's all. You guys have any questions to ask? Finish. Stop presenting. Okay. I think we satu lagi yang mana sih? Mbaknya kok nggak datang ya? Atau lagi sibuk? Oh iya. Okay then. Ya udah deh. Oke. Sayang banget. Ntar deh, nanti mbaknya bisa ini kan nanti bakal diupload. Semoga bisa lah mbaknya. Okay. So you guys have any question about our meeting today? Anything? Halaman berapa? Oh, in the PPT. Di PowerPoint-nya. Salah. Jeez. Udah ditutup. Bener, bentar ya mbak. To cut off. Wait.